Hi everybody, I'm Alyce-Kay Ruckelshaus from Threshold of Hanani, and I'm here to show you a journal that I just a few minutes ago finished making. It's for a man. I mean, if a woman wants it, she can have it, but it's pretty masculine. And I was kind of inspired by dear Julie. She had a tutorial about making a quick journal, and so I thought I would do that, but mine actually took a lot longer than hers. And it's not her fault, it's because I just decided to do some weird things. Anyway, I had been thinking for a while it would be kind of fun to do something for men. I have not seen any actual men's junk journals out there. That doesn't mean that they're not out there, it just means I haven't seen them. And, you know, obviously men probably don't want all the frou-frou and lace and stuff that most of the junk journals have, but still I just think that it's kind of a cool thing, and my husband's been very enthusiastic about the journals that I've been doing. So anyway, without any more ado, the card that I'm going to be using for showing the pockets and stuff, which I just realized is probably too big for some of the pockets, but at least I can show you that they open, is coffee dyed, and it has lines on it that I made with distressing ink that I put on a cookie cooling rack and then rubbed these cards on it to get the lines so that they're not, you know, real perfect or anything like that. But to me, it just looks really rugged and masculine. And so that'll go in the journal, but I have it out right now so that I can use it for showing you. Okay, I keep forgetting to ask my husband what this is. One of you guys tell me. I think this is a barometer, maybe? I'm not sure. Anyway, it's not a clock. Doesn't have two hands, and the numbers aren't right. So anyway, so it says live big on here, and I've distressed all around the edges, and this thing in here is some stuff that I've had for ages that I think is leather, and it smells really good because it smells like leather, which I think is what it is. The closure is made with twine, heavy twine, that's tied onto the binding, and I have two buttons from my husband's collection. My husband is a knitter. He knits with, and it's really cool, he knits with vintage knitting machines that are hand operated. Okay, so you twist this around like this, and then you take this other one to the back and twist it around like this, and I can't for the life of me remember what that's called. There is a name for it. So anyway, these are cool masculine buttons, and it says live big on it. Anyway, one of the knitting machines is from 1890, and I will tell you, when he uses that machine, it defines his muscles so much. He is so sexy. Anyway, if you want to see his sweaters, you can go to Etsy and look for Chester River Knitting Company, or just actually I think we have it as Chester River Knitting. He has about 200 sweaters on there, and some of them are ready to send out in the mail, others are, you know, made to order, and he's always willing to make things to order too. Okay, so opening it up, I have game on here. This is a pocket. It says find new roads. It's a pocket. I didn't put anything in it because I didn't want to cover up the game on, but if you're giving this as a gift to a man, that would be an awesome place to put, you know, like who it's from or a little note or something. Life's a journey, so I've got a shoe there. I got the pictures I cut out of an issue of, and the words, most of the words, not the ones that are on this gold paper, but these others are from, I think it's the April issue of Men's Health that we get at our house because my son had ordered it, and he doesn't live here, and he said just to throw it away, so I cut it up. There's good recipes in it too. Okay, so this says superpower, and again I've used the cookie cooling rack. I love this paper with this kind of model-y design on it. It says get shredded, which I think from the context of the article means to get in shape, but hopefully it doesn't mean anything bad. You've got this game changer. This is coffee dyed paper that I dyed and hand tore. Empower. This is an old note card that I had, and inside I've done the lines, you know, the same way, and it says time to, so if you wanted to make a to-do list or something. You know, I've mentioned in some of my other videos that One of the things that I love about junk journals is that you don't have to go through the pages in order. You can just look for a page that's appropriate to write on, has the right saying or the right size tag or whatever, and put whatever you want to write in there. So, and I also like that the spaces are small, so you don't feel compelled to write for days on end. You can just like write a little bit if you want. Okay, so there was this article called "Are You Gross?" and I just thought that was so appropriate because we women always think men are really gross. So here's like a couple of things about, you know, like how gross is it? You use the same dish rag until it stinks. Well, my husband and I were saying that we need to have a talk with each other because we're gross. So this says, "Look like a dad," and it was just a little article that I thought was kind of funny, but you can't really see the article, so it doesn't really matter. There's a pocket, and I've got a couple slips of coffee stained paper in here. Oh, the thing I was thinking about with "Look like a dad" is, you know, if you wanted to make this a Father's Day gift, you could, but it's appropriate for any man, really. On the planet journey, and here I've got in this pocket just a piece of brown paper that you can journal on, or you can take it out and use it for a to-do list or a love note or something. If you use it as a love note, guys, then you need to get flowers with it because there's nothing pretty about this. Okay, here's the thing from the table of contents that says, "Are you gross?" Maybe. I don't mean that as an insult, guys. It's just, you know, you guys like to burp and fart and stuff. Okay, eggs, beer, hot sauce. Those seemed masculine. This just reminds me of like a man's shirt or tie. I guess a man's tie. And then this was some instructions to put together, I think it was like a dresser or something, and I coffee dyed it, and I put it in here because it seemed to me masculine, building something, and then I realized men never read the directions, so maybe it's not as masculine as I thought, but forgive me. I still think it looks cool. Okay, and then I put in the poem "If" by Rudyard Kipling. This is such a good poem. If you don't know it, look it up on YouTube. Find Michael Caine reading it because he does an awesome job. When I was in 6th grade, sorry about the train out there, but that's masculine, right? When I was in 6th grade, we came to class for the first day and found this poem on our desks. My 6th grade teacher, Mr. Bill Murphy, who was just the most incredible man, and I kept in touch with him for many, many, many years. He passed away a few years ago. He was one of the most influential people to me, and it started with this poem, which I think is appropriate for men or women, but it's really written to men. It's all about what it means to be a man, and it's not in modern terms. It's in really manly man terms. It's really cool. Okay, so here it says "thrive," and some more, and then I've got like little manly man exercises from Men's Health all throughout it. Here's another indication that you're gross. You wash your coffee cup once a week. I drink out of the same water bottle for months probably, so I'm pretty gross. And I liked this picture of this man looking at these kids sliding down the banisters. I thought that was pretty cool. We've got "tribe" here and another piece of that paper that's folded up so that you can write on it in a pocket. There's lots of room in this pocket to put other things in if you want to. Time, rock star, some more little tags, coffee stain tags and stuff just to write little notes and stuff on. This one's cut. I think both of these are cut off from that instruction manual thing. Okay, this is a pocket, so you can pull. I've got a piece of paper in there, and there's plenty of room for more in there. You can put lots of stuff in that pocket. Here's a cable crunch exercise on a piece of coffee dyed lined paper. Okay, and I've got some tags in here with some more of that, what I believe is leather on there. Here's a little bit of that that article. There's "How gross are you?" and some more coffee stained paper and another exercise. And then here's the rest of that direct instruction sheet for putting together that, I think it was a dresser, I'm pretty sure. And then here's a little notepad that I made with torn coffee dyed paper, and then that leather stuff through there, and just like really rugged and ragged, and I don't know, to me it's like very manly. Okay, so here's that tie design again, and another running shoe or sports shoe of some kind. Okay, this says the best. There's a tuck spot where you can put a piece of paper or something else, and you can put other things with this. It's loose enough to put more in there. And then this guy, I think he's famous. He was like all through the magazine. I think he might be from Game of Thrones, but I've never watched it, so I'm not sure. Anyway, I just thought that picture was so cool and looked so manly and inspiring and everything. And so I've got the poem here, Desiderata by Max Ehrmann, which is, I'm pretty sure, my husband's favorite poem. We both really love it. I have made so many paintings for people of this, people who have ordered it from me. And anyway, Max Ehrmann wrote it in 1927. That's a very cool poem about life. And this says, get this power and then strength upside down. And here's just a tag that you can write on. And you can write on the page too. You can always write on all the pages, even if there's like a pocket or something. Here's another thing. You eat pizza that sat out all night. Again, that is me 100%. I leave pizza out all night, and I love it. I mean, I purposely leave it out because I don't want it in the refrigerator. Okay, here's a spider, the pet least likely to win its owner a second date. And they have a tarantula there. I thought that was so cool. Very true. Although I had a boyfriend who at one time, one girlfriend he had, you can open this up and write on it. One girlfriend he had bought him a tarantula, and he loved that tarantula. And they really are actually very, very cool spiders. They're really neat. Okay, so this is the back of that note card. Oops, I'm gonna have to glue that down again, sorry. And there's like some guy working out with tattoos all over him and everything. And it talks about what exercise he really loves, what he totally hates. And then I have here Men's Health April 2019, because I just felt like I should give them credit for the stuff that I cut out. I wasn't copying it or anything, but still. Okay, this says Ninja. There's a hot dog here. And then some paper that you can write on, and some more of that, I just really think, gorgeous, gorgeous design there. And then this says Just Right. And there's another thing that folds out that you can write on both sides. And that's there for you. Okay, and then let me put this, I never did use that, did I, for showing anything? Okay, I was going to put that in here. There we go. Okay, so you've got both of those to write on. It says Just Right, and then you go here, and this is the back, and that is it, guys. Is that like manly man stuff or what? I mean, I'm not a man, so somebody else is going to have to answer that who's a man. But I think it's pretty cool. I think it looks really rugged, and you can, you know, like, it's too big for your pocket, but you could carry it around and just let it get really worn on the edges and stuff. I think would be really cool. Oh, and this paper that's on the inside of the cover is, and it sticks out here as a border, is some coffee dyed paper that I had too, that I coffee dyed myself with Starbucks coffee. It's the, I think it's Pike Place, Pike Place, I believe it is, coffee. So, and it smells a little bit like coffee, but you can't smell it very much because of the leather smell from that thing. So that is it, and I will, it takes me a while to put these things up, you guys, on Etsy, because I don't like putting, you know, doing the listing. So if you contact me because you're interested before I put it on Etsy, I will give you a discount. And you'll know if I've put it up on Etsy or not, because when I put it on Etsy, I will put the link on in the description area below. I'll also put the link to my husband's sweater shop on Etsy, because he has really, really cool sweaters that I know you're going to want to see. All right, guys and girls. When I say guys, I mean everybody, because I'm originally from California and we call everybody guys. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.